Hello, my cosmic peeps, to our cosmic duckling soul family.
It's time again. Spirit is calling.
Are you ready for what Spirit has in store for us today? Let's go! Spirit wants me to ask you to set your intention to connect to the cards with your open heart, your intuition, and your beautiful inner light. Now put your attention fully to the brightness of your unique light, doesn't matter which color it has, and bring your wonderful light right into your open heart, so that you are able to stay receptive for whatever Spirit has in store for us and receive the sensation of unconditional love. Remember that it is totally okay if some of you do not feel the energies of the cards and if maybe some information do not resonate with you. You can put that aside. Maybe this time it is meant for the other souls. At least we are all individuals with an individual set of energies coming from all kinds of sources, but all of them connected. And if you feel any resonation, then maybe your spirits are calling you to take action. Only you can feel and reflect what your resonation could mean in a more detailed sense, helping you hopefully to navigate through anything. Hello, my peeps. We are again here, Jazz and I. Jazz is my all-time guest.
Hello.
And Spirit was not calling today. Spirit has called 2 days ago.
Yep.
But because of influences from the outer world, I didn't have the chance to make readings, and also because of healthy issues, and maybe you hear it today I struggle a bit with my health, but I don't want to slide it down, especially because since the energies from the outer world came into my world, I really feel dense energies, lower energies, with which I struggle, and I think it is not only me, it is also you. So I felt the really deep desire, I can say, literally, to ask the spirits by myself what's going on and what we have to handle. And what we need to understand how we can handle those energies.
Yeah, and maybe, who knows, maybe the calling from spirits from the day before yesterday was very urgent.
Yeah.
And so this is the reason why Spirit is still knocking on the door.
Yeah, Spirit is still knocking on the door, and now we have the lower energy, and I think some of you, or most of you, I sense that is most of you are struggling now with dense energies, which you don't know how they came from. So we asked Spirit, and
You shuffled.
I shuffled, and I will show you all all the cards right away, so you can look at it as we are talking about. And I did a thing which I normally not do, and this is of course I started with the starseed card as always, but I ended with the starseed card also. So this is what I did one time before, but this is not a second time I did that, because I felt really deep that we have to start with the starseed card and have to end it with a starseed card as confirmation.
Make it a full circle today.
Right. And this is what I felt, a circle. So let us start right away, and now you can also see the cards.
Yeah.
And now it's your part. The first card is named.
The first card is named the Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts.
Right. And for me, my peeps, this is Spirit loudly saying or calling. Don't know how your sensations are, but Spirit is loudly calling that you are, when you are one of the peeps who are really now feeling those dense energies and feeling low vibrations, then you are one of the rare star seeds which are incarnated on Earth for the first time.
Yeah.
Those souls who were incarnated before
A previous time
before, they were kind of familiar with the humankind, but you weren't, and you aren't until now.
You're not used to it,
right? Because you are just here to go your path, to do something for the world, but also for you. But this is more for humankind. But it is your path too, because you learned from it how to handle this humankind. It is of course not easy to handle with humankind.
No.
And we all know that. I think we all agree when we say it is really not easy to handle with humankind. But when we find some souls who are on the same level, on the same vibrations as we are, then we are feeling joy.
Yeah.
We can feel joy, and this is what this starseed card is also saying, because of the sun. Because when we look at it, there's a huge door, a portal maybe, and there's the sun, but the sun is behind the portal.
So like a portal into the sun energies, maybe?
Could
into
be.
The light energies?
I think the sun come along with you. I think I sense the feeling, the sensation, as if the sun were always on your side.
Part of you even.
Could be. Because when we look at the sun is the ruler planet of Leo, and Leo has so much self-confidence, and the sun and the god of the sun is wrong. Helios. So I have it now. I was going to be switching over to Jupiter, but this was wrong. So I have to stop for a moment. Sorry, my peeps. Before I say something wrong.
You wanted to say two things simultaneously.
Right. But okay, it is Helios.
Yeah.
But Helios and Leo, you can look at as you want to, what feels right and what feels good for you. Maybe you love Leos. Maybe Leo is your zodiac sign. Maybe Leo is your ascendant. Maybe Leo is your totem, or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you feel a connection to the sun, or to the zodiac sign, or you are a Leo zodiac sign. But to go through that portal, you need self-confidence. And when you look at the portal is white. So there's a clearness, a pureness in it, an innocence in it. So it is calling you to catch up your inborn gifts, which you have already since you were incarnated on this earth. And probably you struggled since you were a child, and you always maybe thought for yourself, I'm not like my family, I'm not like my schoolmates, I'm not like like the other people out there. I have other interests as the peeps who have which were on the same age or something like that. Maybe they bother you with that. It could also be, hopefully not, but it could be because of your diversity.
Yeah.
But you have also, I think you have also I think you always had a diversity within you.
Uniqueness.
A uniqueness. And this is of course you are unique, because your incarnation on earth is for the first time.
And there
you are unique.
Yeah, there we again have the innocence.
Yeah, there is the innocence. You struggle with the humankind, and maybe your family is a bit colored and you are a blondie.
Yeah.
Could also be.
Could be
Maybe
example,
that could be simple, and you have no other in the family who is a blondie. And you're the first one. Could be a kind of an innocent too.
Yeah.
I by all means I don't say that the colored one has no innocence. Of course not.
That's just an example.
This is just an example. Because we are all one, we are all the same. Doesn't matter which color we have, doesn't matter which religion you are believing. Really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We are connected, and we are all souls, and we can also say we are all sisters and brothers in some ways.
That's beautiful.
And I think the sun is there for you and was always there for you. And now it is the time to sum up, to catch up those inborn gifts, to go forward to Jupiter. And this is, I think, why we have now lower energies, because we have to slow down a little bit, to calm down a little bit, because there's so much transformation going on because of the energies. You have a path here.
You mean inwardly or outwardly?
Both.
The transformation. Okay.
Both. You have work to do, inwardly and outwardly, and I think it is a clear message that I think you heard a call maybe also 2 days ago or something, or you get a phone call and you don't understand why. Maybe someone is calling you and you don't know them, and you called
crazy.
You called the wrong number. What's going on?
Yeah.
Try it again or something, and that could be a message.
Yeah.
Those things, this sensation from this example, it comes sometimes to me, and I can say that loudly, or to you, my peeps. Maybe this happened to you.
Yeah, just a
Could
little
also be,
coincidence.
or you get a postcard and there were the wrong address and it wasn't you, and normally you send it back and say return to sender, or
address unknown.
Right, like Elvis Presley said once, or sang. And could also mean, but these things are often a little hints, little kind of energies which need to be done in this moment to make you aware of something,
To shake you up a little bit.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. It is often the case. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But often when we stay receptive and when we stay open, we at some point have the chance to recognize it. And then to say,
So that's the reason.
this is it.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
And then you can go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe someone rang on your door and there were nobody.
Yeah.
Literally nobody.
Happens to me all the time.
Literally nobody.
Yeah.
And then you always can't be so fast. I'm living in a street where the street is so long, can't be so fast.
Yeah.
And these are little signs, little hints, which you have to figure out for yourself. What does this mean for you? And the lower energy comes now because of Jupiter, and Jupiter has definitely not low energy because it's a fiery planet. It's the ruler planet from Pisces and Sagittarius, and so we have both. We have water and fire at some point because of the Pisces, but it is of course fiery energy and a male planet. So and Jupiter is all about knowledge, wisdom, philosophy, spreading, talking, communication, traveling, and learning and knowing and building new communities, new knowledge, new insights inwardly and outwardly. So what you learn from yourself, which you carry within yourself, you can now spread it outwardly to the outside world, but simultaneously learn from the outside world again something to carry it within you again and spread it on another place.
That's really
you're kind of a fountain now, a mobile fountain or something like. You travel.
You have traveling fountain.
You have your fountain in there. There's water, the Pisces, and you travel with them. I mean, your body is mostly built of water anyway, but you have a little fountain of knowledge, of wisdom, of communication, of philosophy, of ethics, and it is open.
And it likes to flow.
And it likes to flow, definitely. When we look at Sagittarius especially, they're always on the road, they're always thinking about something, they love to communicate, they love to talk, they love to tell stories. If they are true or not, doesn't matter. But
with Sagittarius, you can never know.
I think they're often real, but the case is they add so much from themselves in the stories, which is for others maybe not right or a lie, but this is their kind of expressing themselves and to make stories more exciting.
Perfect directors.
Perfect
screenwriters.
When we look at some movies, we have some like that.
Yeah, we have some examples.
I don't want to name call a name, but we have some.
We have some.
And they're really strange. But really cool. Okay. Let us continue. So we have. I think when I had the chance to listen 2 days before, I think it feels like as if I literally jumped into the Jupiter energy. I getting jumped into Jupiter energy?
You jumped into the Jupiter energy.
But in the past.
You jumped,
2 days before. So, okay.
Everything correct.
My peeps, I'm struggling today.
You're doing great.
Really, I try my best. I'm struggling today. You know, sometimes I struggle more, sometimes less, but I try my best. So, and Jupiter, the god.
The god of Jupiter.
The god of Jupiter.
Drum roll.
Is Zeus itself. It's Zeus itself, the father of the gods for lightning, thunder, and air. Some of you might think about Thor now. Thor fits perfectly.
So we have also air energy. So we have fire, water, and air.
Right.
Crazy.
And it is winter energy.
Yeah.
Which fits when we stay at the I don't want to call a name, but when we stay at the history, it is also history.
Yeah.
A northern history, of course. But when we look at the movies, because I will stay with the movies because most of you maybe can.
It's easy to compare.
Yeah, it's easy to compare. When we look at the winter, and when we look at Thor or Thor, as you want to say it, as you want to name it, we have his brother, which is Loki.
Yeah.
And he came from the cold.
Yeah. Right to the sun.
Right to the sun.
Oh, maybe this is your task now.
This is your task now.
You're Loki. No, that was just fun.
But he brings transformation.
Yeah.
When you follow the movie, you can see he did a great transformation.
That's right.
And I think this is our past now. From childhood on, from the beginning, in the moment when we are incarnated on this earth, we felt we don't belong to this planet.
Something's different with
Something
me.
is different.
Yeah.
But now I'm in this family now. Now I'm in this environment, in this community. How can I handle this? And as a child, you don't have really the chance to handle something. You are just there and think, why?
Yeah.
What I'm doing here? What can I do to live my life as I love to, but without bothering others or my family,
Yeah.
or make them I don't know,
Get angry.
yeah,
or
get angry or something.
dissatisfied with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I think you're in a middle age or an older age, but the age really doesn't matter here. But for me, it feels like as if you're an older age, no, a middle age or an older age.
Yeah.
This is why I said this. And you are now I think you really feel destruction in your life, in your soul life, in your soul, in the middle of your soul. I think you found peace with your spiritual awakening, maybe with your Kundalini awakening is maybe over. You find your inner peace somehow, but in a strange way, every time when something is coming into your life,
Something you haven't planned.
Something you haven't planned feels for you like a big, huge destruction. And you really rumbled, and you really said, like a little child which not want something, hit them on, throw themselves on the floor and something. You feel like that because of the innocence you carry within you still until today. I think you sometimes wish to be like a child that you can throw away yourself and cry, no,
I don't want that.
I don't want that, and cry.
I just want ice cream.
Right.
But not that. Aww.
And I think you felt some sensations like that, but we are adults now, and we have the humankind expected from us to be like adults. But I think, and Spirit is also loudly saying, no, don't forget your innocence, don't forget your uniqueness. You're always carrying an inner child with you, don't forget that. And then we come to the parrot. And the inner child, little childs are mirroring their parents or their siblings, older siblings or other people. So you have to be careful about mirroring too much. Of course, squawk as you feel the need to. Squawk, just squawk. Because Jupiter's already saying communication.
Yeah.
So squawk.
Communicate like a parrot.
Right. But stay by yourself.
Yeah.
Don't mirror too much of others, because this is not your path. This is not yours. And children often think that they have to be exactly how their families are. But when your family members are a good example for you, of course you can say, oh, this is I like that, to put them on a pedestal and say, okay, I wish to be like that or something. This is often the case. But you can't be exactly as your family members or your siblings are. You are you. And as the first card was calling loudly, you are unique. So you have a path, you have work to do here. And you have work to do with communication, with spreading communication, with spreading knowledge, with your little mountain, which you carry within you.
You mean fountain, don't you?
What did
mountain.
Fountain, of course.
But
fountain.
maybe this fountain is as big as a mountain.
Of course, that could be. Maybe Spirit was now saying to me, say mountain.
That's a very big fountain you have inside yourself.
And you carry your little fountain, and the water came from the Pisces energies, of course, from Jupiter also. And then we have Zeus, the father, and the sun from the first card. And then you can mirror, but mirror as long as you feel feels right for you, because I can repeat that. I just can repeat that. You have a path to go, and this is just a period of time here on Earth. We don't know where you will incarnate it next. Maybe on Earth again, maybe not. But now you're here. And maybe you feel also since 2-3 days is a lower energy, but hopefully you now know, or you're more aware of that those energies are leading you now to a higher purpose, so that you can go forward.
I have a question with the first 3 cards. Would you say, after all the things you said about childhood also, would you say that when we were children and when we felt the sensation of, wow, we're somehow different, this feels different than the others, would you say that we at some point started to adapt too much, that we started to be not different anymore, so that we are accepted more, and so that we forget about our uniqueness, so that today, now with these lower energies and all the other sensations which come up now suddenly, that we have to come back to that realization which we had as children, to say, yes, we are different, but to go further now and ask yourself why.
This is why I said before, you probably felt it in your childhood that you are a diverse child, another child maybe. You felt for yourself, I'm another child, why I am other like the others, or different like the others. Maybe you were interested in astrology, or some ancestors' history, or another old religious, maybe in Egypt or something like that, and nobody understood you, and you were not supported by that, because they maybe said,
you're nuts.
You're nuts. Why are you interested in something like that? And astrology is, there's nothing which you can hold in your hands really, but you can. When we look at Nostradamus, he was, by the way, also a Sagittarius.
There we have it again, communication.
Everyone knows Sagittarius. And he also had nothing in his hands. He just had the visions, and he wrote it down, and he had his knowledge, of course. And he built everything together and tried to spread it I would say all over the world, but he were in France, so he tried to spread it in France, and but he tried to with his knowledge and with his wisdom and with the help of astrology. He combined that, and this is why people then say you're nuts. Especially today, when you talk about something like that in those days, they of course will say you're nuts.
Yeah.
You don't have something which you can hold in your hand, which is properly and which we can read out maybe for ourselves, but it exists. Yeah. Otherwise, there's why we have souls. There's just a soul which gives the vessel life. The vessel came to life with the soul.
Yeah.
So otherwise there were no way. So I think we have to believe in some strangeness, maybe. When it feels strange for us, we just have to surrender sometimes, or often. Just surrender into the divine, surrender into the cosmos, and just look and stay receptive and just look what comes out of it.
Yeah.
What is there for us to absorb it.
Yeah, just because something doesn't, or just because something feels strange, it doesn't mean that it's not real.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it has no meaning behind it.
Right.
Just have to find the meaning for us.
Yeah. So we have to. Can we light up this card? I can't read it.
Yeah, because this is an evening reading and it's already dark.
Yeah, we did this. We did this. Yeah, just because normally we do that in the morning.
Yeah.
But now, as far as the hour continued to.
As far as time goes by.
Right. So it says
star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation.
So, and then we come to the first card, because the first card is calling to activation your inborn gifts, which you carry inside of you in the moment when you incarnated on this earth, which you, seems obvious, forget until now. Yeah. Or you have to forget in strange ways, maybe because of the environment, because of the community, which because of the pressure which you maybe feel coming from the outside world, coming from humankind. Yeah. So maybe you feel pressure, and at some point you surrender into the humankind way of living, just to be able to live in peace somehow.
In peace and
you were not in peace, but maybe you say for yourself, okay, I do this, I do that, so I have peace for myself. But this is not the way you wanted to live, and this is not the way. This is not your path. Why you are incarnated on this earth.
Yeah. So now it's time to see the way which fulfills you,
right,
instead of finding a way which just and only gives you that peace or security, just that everyone stays calm and doesn't put you under more pressure.
Yeah.
So time to fulfill yourself with that uniqueness you already experienced when you were a child.
Right. And then as you read it out, star bathing.
Yeah.
And this is a really, really, I would say, sweet completion, because of the innocence of the child.
Right.
So this inner child, when you recognize your inner child and you find it again, and you can live this innocence and live the path why you were incarnated in, and you feel kind of fulfillment and affection, and then you can then star bathing within your own. You are starseed. You then can start bathing with the others, with your community, with your soul family, and then you hopefully feel a fulfillment. This is then the circle. You came back.
Yeah, this gives me a beautiful picture, which dropped now into my mind, because when you say you're a starseed and you find your way of uniqueness again, then you are not just a star which found peace, then you are a star which shines again, and which has that sparkle again, which it has when in children age, and this then is like bathing in yourself.
Yeah, bathing yourself. Yeah.
Bathing in your own aura, in your own.
Where you belong to.
Yeah, where you belong, in your own frequency, where you belong.
Yeah. Yeah, you were here to shine on Earth, not for a specific one. You're just here to shine, to change some frequencies on Earth. Just you maybe feel at some point when you were with your family, or when you had your own life, I don't know, but maybe sometimes you feel differences in ways you went or you are going through, or you said something which then comes true, or you sense something, or you feel something, or you maybe say literally something, and then it comes true, like a prophecy. And I think in the younger age, when you're a children, this happened to you more often, and this is what you maybe lost. One of the things you lost, maybe. And now you find yourself in maybe that you think that again, but you don't trust yourself so much. But this is a trust in yourself, because as we said before, there's the sun, there's the god Helios, there's Leo energy also, there's fire, we have Jupiter, there's fire too. We have the example of Nostradamus. When you don't know about Nostradamus, read it out. There are so many books about him. And then we have the parrot, which can fly. You should fly. Yeah. With your little fountain.
Big fountain.
Big fountain. Right. With your big fountain, and spread your knowledge everywhere, because the parrot can. If you want, he can or she can travel everywhere with the wings. So travel. Yeah. Maybe travel within yourself. You could also mean not travel in literally sense. You can also travel within you and spread your knowledge. We have so many technologies today, as I do today. Maybe this is the kind of traveling for you. Yeah. Could also be. Maybe you have traveled your whole day until now, and you have so much knowledge and wisdom, and so you are now ready to change frequencies. Just by being there, just by being you, and maybe you wrote a book, then read it out. Just read it. You don't have to explain anything. Just do it. You don't have to explain anything. Just your path. I really feel your path is just to be there. And when you go through a park or through
the city,
right. Then it is just in this moment. It is also change of frequency. Yeah. You don't have to do anything, but when you have the chance to communicate, then communicate.
Yeah. So like the message that being you is enough.
You're right.
To change the frequencies of the world. Just be you.
Right.
And I think that these cards you named all of them now. You said Jupiter, you said Parrot, all the energies which lie in Jupiter. There's so many energies which are perfect for personal growth.
Yeah.
And when you accept when you're receptive for these energies, then, and when you grow, and then these are the perfect conditions for being just yourself.
Yeah. And this time, often in the past readings, I often said if I feel female or male energies. In this case, I feel more female energies. Maybe you're a female, but maybe your ascendant is a female energy, could also be. Or you feel like a female, could also be. So you have to figure out for yourself what this means for you, for your growth. But you don't have to do much. It is just to be there and to observe and to spread knowledge in the right places where you can make a star bathing. Maybe you can imagine this little fountain or this big fountain. And when the fountain is spreading, when we have this Disney movie, which is with Elsa.
That Elsa movie there.
There were also, this drops in my mind now, there were also fountains. And when Elsa froze up these fountains, there came little sparkles. And the last card is like this little sparkles.
Right. Bathing in your own created sparkles.
Right. And she as the example with Loki before, she did also transformation. She don't have to be. She felt she's different, and then she find peace.
Just by being herself.
Being herself. And Loki also, he find peace. He find his soul family.
I think that Elsa is even a better example for that, because Elsa was always trying to adapt. She was always trying to not bother anyone with her uniqueness. And there came one day when she decided to, no, I need to stop. That's not healthy. Not for me, not for the others. I need to be me. And then she allowed that, and suddenly she realized that she can be herself in that world. The others accepted her still, after they understood what she's about, what she likes to do for her whole town. And that's beautiful. To be yourself can also lead to acceptance. You don't have to adapt all the time.
And when we stay by movies, we have a last example, which is a Disney movie which came out lastly. Which called Wish. And this is also a beautiful example.
You're a star.
You're a star. You are a star. For yourself, you are your own star. You have the wand in your hand, and you can change the frequency, because she changed the frequencies.
She really did. Be like Loki. Be like Elsa. Be like Asha. Just let yourself be inspired by that.
Of course, you can now say, "Oh, they're just movies." Of course, they're movies, but it's inspiration, right? They can help you. I call those movies sometimes so that you have more the chance to pick something up. What I mean in this moment, because when we know such movies, then we can say, "Oh, okay, now I understand it." Because maybe you're also struggling with imagination, but when you have a clear picture, maybe from a movie, then you have a picture already. So it is maybe easier for you to understand.
You have something to compare with, and then it makes sense for you suddenly when you have that example.
Right. So my peeps, I think we did it. It is just a circle of life today. We have with movies. It is literally a circle of life. You just remember what you are, where you came from, that you're a star, and bath then in your own
star frequencies.
Yeah. This is the message. And
beautiful message.
And I'm glad that I did it today. And I hope it helps you also. And when you have any questions, especially for this reading or for the other readings, then write it in the comment section. I try to answer it. And when I do not answer it fastly, then just wait. I do my best. You know, my healthy issues sometimes interrupt me or stops me, but I try my best to continue to be there for you. And so, my peeps, I sent you love, just love, and now I send you love in stars.
Aww.
Sparkle stars and little sparkles.
That's a beautiful picture.
Much. So tiny
sparkles.
I hope this tiny sparkles surrounds you now. I hope you remember those sparkles. I hope you feel familiar with them. I hope you feel at home again. And I hope you don't feel lonely, because you're not alone. There are so many starseeds on this planet which struggle also with the humankind and with the earthly energies. And you hear it. These are our little sparkles.
Yeah, these are the
which we are sending now to you.
They're sparkle sounds. Sparkle sounds of love.
Love. Bye-bye.
Always choose love and don't let your fears shade your open doors. Because love is a divine open door, shining directly through your heart, ready to accompany you on your own unique path. But Jupiter,
Yeah?
tell me, when will the next reading come?
I wish I could tell you, but this is what I unfortunately can't tell you exactly.
It's okay.
Because these message of the day readings will happen when I sense or receive a direct call from Spirit. So these readings will probably come up irregularly. But you're welcome to stay connected to my channel so that you don't miss any divine messages.
I will, of course.
You're welcome. And do not forget, always trust in yourself, surrender into the divine, and be as curious, funny, and as brave as a duckling ready to take off. Thank you for flying with the cosmic duckling.